The story starts in 1938 with the death of Lucius W. Nieman, who was the owner and publisher of the Milwaukee Journal. In his memory, his wife decided to make a bequest to Harvard University to offer a mid-career sabbatical to working journalists. They called it the Nieman Fellowship. Martin and I got married in 1960. He was 25 years old, and he was a general assignment reporter at the Toronto Star. He'd been there for 2 years. Luckily for us, in 1961, the Reader's Digest said that they would sponsor one Canadian fellow for each of the next 5 years. Martin won that fellowship, and we went to live in Boston. My husband was convinced for the rest of his life that this year was the opportunity that made all the difference in the advancement of his career. In the fall of 1980, my husband was now 45 years old and the president of the Toronto Star. He was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. We were sitting with friends, discussing what he thought he might like his legacy to be, and without a moment's hesitation, he said what he wanted most was a Canadian Nieman Fellow. By the time he died in December of 1981, we had the fellowship established, and we have sent 24 people to Harvard since then. There would never have been a Nieman Fellowship for Canadian journalists without us. As a family, we have run this whole thing ourselves. My husband was a very strong Canadian, and we are very excited to send our 25th Canadian Nieman Fellow in the class of 2020.